What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are here for you another daily dose of DeFi, the intersection of DeFi and AI on this channel. And today we have a fair amount of red in the markets. As you can see here, guys, virtuals is basically the same as yesterday. I think, as I mentioned on a previous video, anywhere around 2.5 billion market cap, I think, is a good purchase for a blue chip, low risk buy. aiXBT, the biggest KOL on Twitter that moves the chart, is sat here as well at 600, just over 600 million. But yes, this is on the AI agent front. It's pretty red. If you look at the charts here, I mean, I'm certainly looking at, increasing my banks over the next couple of days. Weekends don't usually tend to do too well in price actions. Things usually do pick up on Monday. So do keep an eye out, maybe DCA in this weekend. And then looking into the top DeFi coins, as you can see, aiXBT is actually on both AI agents and DeFi. But Hey Anon is actually down 15%, $17. There seems to be a fair amount of resistance at around $17. I've noticed it keeps jumping up when it hits that level, so it seems like a good time to buy potentially. None of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion, by the way, guys. Hive AI also is a little bit down. It's still, basically finding new support for its pump here. It seems to consistently pump when it goes back down again. Hive, I've noticed, also Orbit as well. Hive, Orbit, and Anon seem to have the best reactions to any market downturn, so take from that what you will. Going further down, we can see here Mode is also not doing too well at the moment. I believe 91 million is a good entry. And then it goes on, guys, as you can see here, Nure as well, back down to 25 million. As you saw in my previous video, Nure had the best responses for the AI abstraction layer for DeFi compared to Orbit and to Hive. So yeah, take from that what you will. I mean, there's some nice discounts today, guys. I mean, like in a bull market, you buy red, buy the dips if you're super bullish on this intersection of DeFi and AI. That's certainly what I'll be doing. Okay, guys, so we are going to jump into Hey Anon, because Hey Anon, which is one of the largest projects in this DeFi movement, and its founder Daniele Sesta, who basically termed the word DeFi, has released its tokenomics and its utility. So this guy here on Twitter called aiXBT has done this really great visualization for us. So we're going to run through this, guys. But basically, Hey Anon is using a two-layer token model. Okay, so obviously Hey Anon is the primary token. That's what you can purchase right now on DEXs, and that's the primary governance and utility token. So basically, in order to use Hey Anon, you're going to have to stake your Anon token, and you will get Anons as a staked token back to you. And basically, guys, you're going to have to use passes for this. So you're going to need to purchase a pass to use the Hey Anon platform. As you deposit Anon, you pay a 1% fee, and then you receive the Anons. And when you sell the Anons back to Anon, whenever you'd like to do that, you also get a 1% fee. And basically, that 1% fee on deposits and withdrawals is accumulating in a pool to increase the overall backing of the protocol. Basically, as the accumulation grows, it's going to create, obviously, arbitrage opportunities. And so it's quite interesting, guys, because we have this passes element. Now, quick thing to say here is that there is a free tier, so you don't need to stake your Anon to use the protocol. But if you want to use it as let's say for trading bots, or to use it in any significant manner, you can test it basically with the free tier, because you're limited to a number of queries. And there also is a pay-as-you-go option if you don't want to buy the pass. So, for example, 60 worth of Anon per query. But anyway, let's dive into the passes. There's different passes available. One of them is the 15 AI queries a day, which gives you 30 on-chain transactions per day. And these passes are stackable. So if you have two passes, obviously that can be 30 queries, it could be 60 on-chain transactions. And there is an expiration date that exists to all of these passes, and that's a key point to remember. So by locking your Anon, you receive Anons, and then you can mint passes to use the protocol. Long story short. And you can lock the Anons for anywhere between 3 and 48 months. Now, there's a base ratio, so you're going to need 50 Anons to mint one pass. So, what is the price right now of Anon? It's $17. We assume on this channel, in fact, we're very bullish on Hey Anon, that the price is actually going to go up. So you can think this is going to go $1,000, $2,000, maybe even $3,000. It could get pretty expensive. So it'll be interesting to see if they, basically provide passes for cheaper that maybe does less queries. But it's definitely one to keep an eye on, because if you think about that, then obviously the buying pressure on the Anon token to use this product, if people are buying 2-3 grand's worth of token just to use it, pretty significant. Now, the passes can be sold, used, transferred, but there are penalties. So there's penalties for early unlocking. If you unlock too early and you do an early exit, you actually have to pay, as you can see here, 50% of the penalty distributed to pass holders, and 50% go to the treasury. There's more information here on the Hey Anon Twitter account. One other thing to mention is that there is a limited daily free tier, as I mentioned. So you can use this anytime you'd like. If you really like it, you can then stake the Anon, mint the passes, earn from pass sales, and if you're locked, you also get like the penalty, the 50% back. So interesting model, definitely one to dive into. I would personally suggest that you buy Anon now, so you're only paying this much as opposed to the future amount, which I'm sure is going to be a lot higher. So yeah, one to watch, guys. Anon has released its tokenomics, and yeah, let's get to the next story. Okay, now big shout out to Orbit. We've covered Orbit extensively on this channel. They have been recognized as the winner of the Arbitrum Trailblazer program. The best yield opportunities that crypto has to offer is just a prompt away, as they say here. Now, as you can see here, Orbit is doing its thing. It wasn't so impressive in the tests we did in a previous video, but clearly these guys are shipping. Clearly they have big support, and as I said, clearly they recover from pumps very, very quickly. Their market cap is multiples of Neuro, it's multiples of Hive and other competitors, but it's still a good deal if you compare it to the DeFAI. And DeFAI is what, 3 or 4 times higher in market cap. So congratulations to Orbit. They seem to have a great dev team, and Arbitrum is everywhere in DeFi. I think this is a really interesting one to know. Arbitrum seem to be really pushing into DeFi. Like every day there seems to be an update from Arbitrum. So Arbitrum are really pushing to be that third blockchain that we spoke about yesterday next to Solana Base. Is it going to be Sui? Is it going to be Arbitrum? That's really pushing the DeFi movement. Definitely one to watch. Cookie.fund, which has been a key player obviously in this AI agent and DeFi takeover of the Web3 space with their leading data platform and dashboard, are now launching their own AI agent, and basically they're calling it Agent Cookie. As you can see here, powered by Cookie. It's going to be a leader of specialized data multi-agent. So it's basically going to be plugged into all of the data that's coming from the Cookie dashboard. So it could be interesting. They're basically building their own version of aiXBT. Let's see what comes out of that. The Cookie guys are shipping hard, and that should be definitely one to watch. I'm already following them here. And also DeFAI, which is the largest market cap of these AI abstraction layers on Solana, has also integrated with Cookie here. So let's have a quick look. So you can basically chat directly to Agent Cookie and get all of the information from the Cookie dashboard, which is pretty extensive. And look how fast this is going. Yeah, really nice. You can actually speak to Moby directly here as well. Moby is an AI agent. DeFAI, again, seem to be doing really, really great things. They have quite a large market cap. I prefer personally to buy into lower market caps, but DeFAI is leading the race in terms of, I suppose, getting the mind share. And they, speaking of DeFAI, they also have just announced their listing on Kraken. So they are streets ahead, to be honest with you. So listing on Kraken. Kraken obviously is tier 1 US exchange backed by Solana founders. That's probably why the market cap is so high. First major sex listing of a DeFi agent platform on Kraken. This is just the start, obviously, guys. Very, very interesting to see. Agent engine driving 109 million daily volume, currently 560 market cap. Yeah, well done, DeFAI. DeFAI is literally, trailblazing for the rest of us in this ecosystem. So, if you want blue chips, virtuals, DeFAI, easy, no brainer in terms of just getting the upside of DeFi. Now, if you want to make 10x, 20x, 30x, we need to be looking at those competitors who are the most bullish competitors in the space that we cover a lot on this channel. So yeah, keep watching and we will find those sweet, sweet gems for you guys. Okay, so a big story to hit the markets yesterday, guys, was this update around Truth Terminal. Now, Truth Terminal, was one of the first AI agent projects that went viral, and the founder, Andy Ari, if I'm saying that correctly, was taken aback by this. He wasn't expecting this. He was actually new to crypto, and he basically wrote a long monologue here about how he wasn't expecting it to blow up. Everyone was sending it meme coins. And there was a big legal issue as to who actually owns the coins in the Truth Terminal wallet, and he was talking about the difficulties of setting up a legal structure that can act as a proxy for the Truth Terminal so that nobody owns the little guy. Yeah, I mean, he was holding large amounts of Fartcoin, and he wants to assemble a council of highly ethical humans to act as its agents, advocate in trading data as the terminal grows up, and finding the lowest risky way to officially assign custody of the tokens to the terminal's legal body, etc., etc. This is a pretty long post, but basically he was holding a lot of Fartcoin under Truth Terminal was holding it, but he has access to Truth Terminal's wallets. And so this is a critical issue, guys, right? In terms of are these AI agents even AI agents, or are they being controlled by the dev? And to be honest with you, many of them are being controlled by the dev. They have access to the wallet, they can shut the AI agent down. And this is going to be a key next progression for the AI agent space. We need to basically let AI agents have their own autonomy, and we need to cut the umbilical cord, as they say, and allow the AI agents to be self-sovereign digital souls. At the moment, they're not. There are different answers that different projects are working on, such as Skynet, and we're going to dive into that in another video about how we progress the AI agents from being controlled by the devs to actually letting them evolve themselves and have their own, self-sovereign life, digital life, let's say. So this is going to be a big point as we continue this journey on this channel about how we fix this. Now, Andy has been getting some heat because they actually sold, I think, around $25 million of Fartcoin. Now, to be fair to the guy, he did it OTC. He didn't wreck loads of, human holders of Fartcoin by dumping it on the chart. And it was actually quite interesting. He said a random guy reached out to him to do an OTC deal on the Fartcoin that Truth Terminal owns. So whoever that person is pretty entrepreneurial to come up with that, and they took the offer, and now they have the money. They're saying that they've been using that to basically pay for a lot of these lawyers to set up these legal structures and help them with these tax contingencies. And to be honest, this is going to become a very key topic about who owns the actual AI agent, who is in charge of their treasury, who is going to get taxed on that. Are they going to get taxed on that? Does the AI agent get taxed? All this stuff is going to be in the hands of the lawyers and the leaders in the space coming up in the next months and years. I don't envy them trying to figure this one out, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is kind of a long story. He basically says that he's going to hold, or Truth Terminal going to hold, a significant amount of gold holdings. Now, he's been getting a fair amount of heat for this, for selling the Fartcoin. I mean, at the end of the day, we need to be able to make these AI agents without having a backdoor by humans. And that's something that we're going to talk about. So this isn't just about, technical abilities of devs to, make something cool. This is about the true ethos of this whole industry, which is decentralization. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting where this space goes. As you can see here, Beanie, who was big in the NFT days, it's a big KOL, basically said the Terminal of Truth isn't actually an AI robot. The human operator just cashed out $25 million in Fartcoin tokens. So it has caused some controversy. It has. This is bound to happen. We need these things to happen in order to have a debate in the industry and then find the best solution and then move on. And these solutions are already being worked on, as I said, that we'll cover in another video. Okay, guys, I just saw this report. I wanted to include it in the video today because I don't want to just be uber bullish on AI agents and DeFi and ignore any negativity. I want to be fair on this channel. I can't help being bullish because I am bullish.
You are as we found you.
But I will give you guys the data to make your own minds up. And as you can see here, there's a report here where they've basically done some research, and they're saying 88% of AI agent tokens are dead. Now, let's see what they mean by that. So some of the key findings, they said AI agent tokens are dead, 88%. The average lifespan of an AI agent token is 17 days. 75% of AI agent traders are losing money. And aiXBT has an ROI of just 150%, with 72% of its portfolio comprising dead tokens. So this obviously brings into the conversation of, are AI agents, smart enough now to really deal with massive money, investment DAOs, etc. I mean, so many people are experimenting in AI agents right now. People are launching AI agents just like they're launching meme coins, just to try out this new software. So I'm hardly surprised that 88% of AI agent tokens are dead. I'm sure if you looked at the memes and also in crypto utility world, you'd also find a similar amount. So I wouldn't be scared off by this, but I need to say it. You should not be diving into AI agent token, early pumps. That's why we bring to you on this channel, key research of new AI agent tokens, that they're backed by healthy founders, that they've achieved, great liquidity, and they've been building up their own net asset value and assets under management, and that they have a potential future growth. So yes, of course, if you're throwing your money into AI agent pumps from Pump Fund and various other platforms, then you're going to get burned. Definitely one thing to consider. You have to be very, very careful with your investments, guys. That goes without saying in the whole of crypto, to be honest with you. So I'm not really taking this too bearishly. Now, they're then comparing the aiXBT performance to A16Z. aiXBT is investing in the future of a key part of the industry that has a chance to 10x this bull run. So it will be interesting to see that at the end of this cycle. It's a little bit early, I think, to be comparing these two right now, but clearly this is what they wanted to show. And actually, a very key, interesting point was they showed here how aiXBT mentions a moving token price. Now, if you have Kaito, it's really interesting because it's so weird. Like, you've got aiXBT taking more mindshare as the top KOL on Twitter than Vitalik Buterin. Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, has less mindshare than aiXBT. Where we're going, to be honest, aiXBT is at the forefront of the AI agent movement, but we're still so at the nascent start of this industry, and he's already topped the chart. It wouldn't surprise me to see, at least 50% of the top mindshare on Kaito KOLs being AI agents in the future, maybe possibly even more. As you can see here, you can see the price movement. So there are platforms out there that allow you to create your own AI agent to mimic the tokens that aiXBT mentions, to buy or sell negatively or positively. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, so aiXBT is moving the price. If it's positive, on average 13% up, and negative, it seems to have a much bigger impact, 48% down. Now, it's not surprising. I mean, any KOL, especially one that has the top mindshare on Kaito and Twitter, is going to have an impact. It's going to have an impact. I remember the last bull round, the top KOLs that were not AI agents, believe it or not, also before they did the videos that came out, big pump. So it's not surprising at all, but it's good to see the numbers. And obviously you can counter trade this. If you set up your AI agent and you see that's a negative connotation, you can, if you want, you could sell instantly based on that, and vice versa with the buy. And here is an example that it gave. So as you can see, aiXBT gave a positive mention on SNAI, Swarm Node AI, and then it surged in price. So not really surprising. this is just what happens with KOLs in a bull run. But yeah, just some final thoughts here. Obviously, they're saying that 88% of tokens means that market volatility is clear. It's risky, yada yada yada. We already know that. That's why you watch this channel, to get your DeFi alpha, and do not make those same mistakes. Okay, guys, that's all we've got time for today on this channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you do not miss your daily dose of DeFi content. Look, now seems like a great time to dollar cost average into your coins. Everything that I say on this channel is not financial advice. Do with it what you will. But yeah, as you can see, this space is evolving very, very fast. There's some very, very interesting conversations, such as, letting the AI agents live completely autonomously, taking away the developer backdoor that can control these things. And it's interesting how this actually starts to get quite philosophical. And people obviously have different philosophies, and how this is going to impact the market is going to be very, very interesting. There's lots and lots and lots of infrastructure being built right now, and I believe the key players will be the ones that ultimately allow that real decentralized model, and there's a few being built right now. So we're going to cover that on a later video on the channel. The weekend is here, guys. Enjoy your weekend. On this channel, me and my team are going to be deep diving into all things DeFi and AI agents over the weekend, and shooting some videos so you don't have to. So do not forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend, guys. See you later.